Well, what are we fixing today? Today I'm getting back to something that started a couple years ago. I think I bought this. This guy, this air compressor. So we're going to work on this. This has been working fine. We're going to check the oil levels and make sure we do any maintenance. I think this arm here has been sticking out in this walkway long enough, so this is going to get cut off. I'd like to do something about this, but I don't think I'm going to yet. But I'm going to add a hard line so that some of this gets out of the way. So we're gonna do a bunch of stuff like that today. Join me, and you can see how to use some just PEX tubing and run some hard lines to places in your garage or basement or whatever that need air lines all the time. So you don't have to worry about air lines running on the ground and tripping you up and causing issues. So let's go. All right, so I've got some tools here. Now, a few years ago, I put some water lines in the house. So in doing that, I had some 3/4 inch PEX left over. I bought a roll of this of 3/4 and of half, and I ended up using mostly half with some supply lines as 3/4, but I have all this 3/4 left. You don't need 3/4 for this kind of thing for an airline. 1/2 inch would be fine. Unless you're, any homeowner, 1/2 inch would be fine. I have 3/4, I'm using that. A couple of loose chunks. Here's a crimper. I bought a crimper back then. So the way these work is you got these copper rings and you put it around the pipe, around the fitting, and you put them in there and you squish it. All right. So here I got a bunch of airline stuff. I don't know what I'm going to need from this, actually, if anything, but I'm going to dump it out here so I have access to it. Random pieces of this or that all kind of go with airlines. So that's just available. I'm not going to need any gauges, so those I can kind of put back there. I don't need this. I doubt if I'll need those. This doesn't fit anything. So yeah, this is kind of what's left. Might need some of that, don't know. No. All right. And I bought a few fittings. Of course, that one I had. That one I had. Throw that over there. I needed some more couplers. So I bought a set of couplers and stuff. This was the 25 bucks. This is the cheapest. Otherwise, these were like 5 bucks a piece. And these are like 3 bucks a piece. So it's probably crap, but we're going to go with it. All right. I got a diagram, which I kind of thought maybe I might use. This is for cutting the tube. If you look in there, there's a little blade in there. So if you pop this over the top, give it a squeeze here and twist it. Okay, twist it the right way, otherwise it doesn't like to work. You end up with a piece of cut off PEX. So that works pretty slick. And then we just have to figure out what we're going to run. So let's take a look at that. All right. So here's my thing. So I'm going to start out, I need an end down here. And then I don't know how to measure that exactly, but it's going up somewhere over my head. So let's pull a piece of this. Wait. Whatever, I got 2 ends. Because I have 2 pieces. All right. Is this piece long enough? No. I'd like something longer. That's another short piece. What is this one long enough? I'd say yes. All right, so we'll start with this piece. That's pretty hard to work with when it's in a curly Q. I could probably warm this up. I'm actually going to set my spool out in the sun. Just thought of that. Let's warm it up a little bit. So one side of this needs one of these adapters. Well, one side needs a T. All right. Let's open this up. Get a T. This goes on one side. The other side needs an adapter thingy. Now here's my problem with the adapter thingy. These are 3/4 by 1/4. So 3/4 will fit in here. I mean by 1/2. The 1/2 is going to have to fit over this hose. And this is 3/8 hose. So this is going to be tough. But we're going to give it a shot. If it don't work, I'll come up with something else. I can always cut this off and put a different thread fitting on here, but I really don't want to do that. All right. So let's put on a ring. Let's put on this fitting. Like so. Get the ring up there. Pop this open. The big one is the 3/4. All the way. And you want to set this so that there's some white sticking out here. All right. So kind of like there, but it's still completely on the black part of the fitting underneath. And crimp. And I'm never satisfied with one crimp. I turn it 90 degrees and I crimp it again. I don't know if that's necessary, but it's a thing I do. So that's crimped on there. Hopefully I can get the hose onto this. The other end of this gets a T. So a ring. Oh, looks like an ugly cut. Let's put a clean cut on that. And if you look at this, it's the arrow. It shows you which way you need to go. Still gave me an ugly cut. All right, it is what it is. That, and you can turn these later if you need to, I think, and I will need to, because I don't know where it goes yet. But all the way open, a little bit of white showing. Come on. All the way over the collar, copper collar, and squeeze. Turn it 90 and squeeze. And it gives a real nice crimp. All right, so that goes to there. Then we need another section See if this section is going to be long enough, maybe. I think so. Let's take this piece and stretch it out a little bit. According to my picture, this goes straight through this one. Yeah, I don't think that second crimp does anything other than make me feel better. Now this has to be a down. Okay, we're just going to do one crimp. And I think that's just fine. Now let me see if I can fit a piece of this hose on there. A little bit of lube. See, I thought I could do that. I need it in the neighborhood of this long. And then it's going to hook to one of them curly hoses after that. All right. Oh, let's stand in the middle of this circle of hell. Okay. This one goes on here. Oh, I don't think I got that one quite on there square, so we are gonna give this one a double. Okay, let's do the first drop. Then we got to go from there way over to there. So this is a longer run. So now that this is warmed up a bit, I know I have to go. I have up, and I have to this tee, and I have over here to this tee. So now I have to go over there. Look at my diagram again. Okay. So I'm guessing this is about where I need to be. So this comes from a T in the middle, and at the end we're going to put on another T. All right. And this T is just going to go to a block because I thought I might in the future want to extend this, and it'd be easy if I just put this on here with a piece of T already there in a block. So we'll use this stub that's laying here. That's just a dead end plug. that. Then I need to make another one of those stubs. Like so. This piece is going here-ish. Well, I might as well go over with it. Make my life easier. Didn't I drop those once already today? Oh, and that fell out. Awesome. All right. I don't think you could see what I just did there. I brought the one that I built up, over to here. Now this, I'm going to slide back a little ways so it's kind of like against this beam here. And then that'll be clamped up there, and then down below will be a place for a hose connection. And then here I have this. It's a little longer than it needs. Okay, so we're going to go against the wall then. All right, so now this one comes over. This kind of hangs up there, and then the line comes down. And then this will be used for this hose. So I'll have an air outlet there, an air outlet here, and now we work on the third air outlet. Third air outlet's going to come off of that T right there. So I got to run a piece of tube from there over to, let's say here. Pop it on there, go in the direction of the arrows. That's nice. Okay, I'm just going to need a short piece after that, so this don't have to go out in the sun again. Straighten out a little more. This one I should have put on earlier, but let me get the other end of it so that this one's all built. Now here, I felt I needed an elbow and a downer. How long is my downer? You know, maybe like so, maybe like a foot. And let's put this together. Okay. This is kind of coming across. Probably want to turn it a little bit. think I can turn it. Well, if I can't, I can't. Don't care. All right, this end goes on the part of the T up there, so I just need to make a stub. Okay. I can cut this off later. It's going to be right here. So, I'm not sure what you're going to be able to see. But whatever it is, it is. If you can't see, I'll just cut it out. Off to nowhere. Off to Never Land. Oh yeah, I should have done this before. I'm regretting this one. Not getting up here. Not getting that in before I crimp. Oh. Cut this one off about here. So now I have the PEX part of the exercise completed. I didn't buy clamps, so I have to deal. Now I have to try to get the air fitting part of this to work. Now I know I saw this, which is an actual 3/8 to 1/4 inch pipe, barbed fitting. So this will be on my start. And I can work on this side. Stick the clamp on, stick the barb in, and clamp her down. If I put this in, it's going to leak out all the air, but that will clamp. This will be stapled to the wall, and then it'll have this thing sticking out, and then this will be how I hook up this airline. All right. My problem is all my other connections are 1/4 inch. Wait, what's this? Yeah, these are 3/8. Oh, I bet they are. All right. Okay, so these are the things I got to put together. Just got to clamp one in here. Now, we're doing gas. Now it's air, it's not flammable gas, but kind of the same. It tends to leak out, right? So I like using this stuff, Harvey-Seal. It's kind of a gooey, icky, yucky stuff. All right. If you use this stuff, Teflon tape, this isn't actually for sealing. This is, if you look at it carefully, oh, this one says thread seal. It's not. It's more for thread lubrication, and it doesn't seal very well. It kind of just cuts off and does weird things. So, I'm going to take some of my goop, put it on my threads, And you take some fibers. Now they make fibers for this, but this is just some old piece of rope that I have. And it works just fine. Kind of force some fibers in there. And you thread it together. Nice. Now that's going to give you a good gas tight seal. Alright. And then rinse and repeat. Here I only really have to tighten one because if we have it clamped in there, they'll both tighten. Let's start with this one. Stick the clamp on. Where are we? Let's put this in the barb. That wrench probably worked the best. All right, so that one is in. All right, next one. All right, that one. Okay. Now I should be able to put air on it, and I shouldn't hear a bunch of leaking. Here's the hose. Sounds like I popped one. Or something. So that piece of hose failed. This is air hose. This piece of hose failed. Okay. Okay. $90, 100 or so PSI on that one. That's the pressure released one. This one is 120 or so. So I can get a little more out of this. There we go. That's going out to the line and out to the PEX line. No noise there, no noise there. Now, first time I was coming up, did you hear the pops? Yep. Here's what broke. This hose, it's old hose. I popped that, and then on this one, popped in 1, 2, where is it? This one with a clamp somewhere. Well, it popped in 2 or 3 places, and then this one popped. So I had, you know, multiple of this pop. Now this hose is old. Okay, so that's, I get it, right? But if you look at the rating, is that upside down? Grand Industrial Products, max burst pressure, 600 PSI. So when new, this stuff was 600 PSI. Today when it broke, it had about 80 on it. But anyway, so I think I'm going to end up replacing these whip hoses with new hose. Other than that, this is fine. Now, one of my strong dislikes about where I mounted this air compressor here is this. I have 20 inches between this handle and this door. And right now, after adding this, I have 17 inches between here and here. So I want to do something about turning this, and I want to do something about this. This I know what to do with. We're going to start there. Now I know this is a air compressor and it's on wheels and it's meant to be moved around. I don't move it. So I'm going to cut this off right about here so that if I ever wanted to, I can sleeve it and weld it back on. But for now, go on. I've been wanting to do that since day one, but I thought, you know, warranty and such. All right, now I gotta see if I can find some pipe fittings so I can bend this around the corner a little bit. Some more of my goop. And I found a nipple. Got one side in that already. Okay, now this needs to be where it is because it's got a drain. So I gotta hold this. That facing down like that should be just fine and dandy. I don't know what that was about. So, staple this up against the wall. I don't have staples here. You know what I do got though? I got a hole. Let's go in this hole. So, let's give me a rag. Wipe this goop off. Okay. Just kind of melt it away. Now what do we got for walking space in here? '21, 22, but you can walk through here and you're not catching on something. This isn't going to catch you like the handle was. All right, let's pump it back up. Make sure we didn't make a leak. Okay, there is oil in the sight glass. Probably could use some more, but I'm gonna go down here and find the drain and drain the water out. I haven't done that in a while. I should come up with some kind of a system that auto drains it, but you know, yeah, I definitely gotta look into some auto drains. I got another one in the basement that runs. I would like that to be on an auto drain too. I have a once a month reminder and Home Assistant set up to tell me to drain these, and I never do. So, you know, there's that. Next, oil. That's the sight glass to look in. This, I believe, is the drain plug. And this, I think, is the fill plug. So let me open this. The sight glass has a little spot on it there. So I'm thinking you're supposed to like go to that spot. So here we go, some Power Mate Amazon special, full synthetic. That's what it said once there, non-detergent. So let's poke a little hole in this. Let's put some in. And the level's coming up. There's a little red dot there. I'm going to put it in to cover up. Oops, don't spill. Up over the dot a ways. That's about halfway to the dot, through the dot. I think that's over the dot. All right. I don't have to be real tight, it just has to seal. All right. Did maintenance on this. Clean it off. Made sure we had oil. Drained the water. Cut off the arm. Bent this back and added a whole air circuit in the garage. Let's let her rip. Well, that's my video for today. Fixing the air compressor, well, maintaining the air compressor, adding a hardline circuit to the garage, seeing some weak old ass hose pop, not unintentionally, but it did happen, and you know, otherwise doing a little plumbing. So thanks for watching. Hope you found something in it that can help you out. Give me a like if you did. Like. Likes are great. They keep the channel going. If you want to help in some other way, there's some links below. Check them out. And if you need something else, you can find me on some of them other links that are down there. So until next time, always remember, your compressor can blow harder than you can. So watch out when you hook up. Bye.